Hey everybody, Cindy here with BubbleHunter soaps. I am in the process of doing a remake because I ran out of, well, I sold out of this particular soap at the show I was at in Fargo, and somebody had requested it, so I am remaking these. And they're my favorite soaps anyways. They're my the North Shore soaps. And as you can see, it's pretty intricate design, so I'm going to be doing these in 3 stages. So right now I have my oils and my butter in this bowl for the bottom layer of the soap, and I have everything else measured out. I'm going to be using coconut milk, and this is my aloe vera juice. I'm using that in place of distilled water. Here is my lye, and in here I have titanium dioxide, and I have these 2 colors that I'm going to be using in the bottom: Mad Micas, Hot Man on a Tin Roof, and Summer Bronze. I'm going to try and keep it about the same color. The last time I made it with Magic Mushroom from Nurture Soap, but I do not have that mica anymore. So I am improvising and kind of combining those 2 colors and a little titanium dioxide to try and mimic that sand color on the bottom. So also in the bottom I have shredded loofah and poppy seeds, so I'm also going to be putting that in the bottom as well. I don't know if you can see on the other side of my table here, I have 3 molds, and they are propped up so that I can get that slanted bottom. So I'm hoping to be able to at least come close to duplicating that. The scent I'm using is Ocean Shores by Brambleberry. My absolute favorite scent ever. And I'm using sodium lactate and kaolin clay. I have the fragrance, the sodium lactate, and the kaolin clay in this container right here. The kaolin clay is in there to anchor the scent in the soap. So that is what I have in there. So let's get going on making the North Shore soap. And the reason why I have 3, I have the 2 large ones and I have a little one. The little one, my intention is to cut them up and make sample bars out of those. So that's what that's for. So let's get to making the North Shore. While that dissolves, I'm going to go ahead and add my mica right into the oils. So the less blending I can do, the better. Now what I have against me today is it is 90 degrees outside, and kind of fight that a little bit, trying to keep the temperature down when you make this. So I added just a little bit of that Summer Bronze. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some of the Hot Man on the Tin Roof. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to blend that and then see where I'm at with color, and then I might add the titanium dioxide. hoping the lighting in here is okay. I did change things around in my studio. Where I had the table before, it was so dark and it was under a shelf. Right now I have it in front of a window, but I do have the shades closed. So I'm hoping that it's not too dark in here. But so I went to the Fargo show last week, and I'm from Minnesota. I'm from West Central Minnesota, and went to Fargo, North Dakota show. They had their annual street fair. My first time going to the street fair, and it was huge. But my understanding was the traffic was down a bit, and I think it's still down because of the COVID and because of the variant we are currently experiencing. But it was still a huge show for me. Biggest I've been to. It was a 3-day show. My husband took off the week and he went with me, which was awesome because I don't know that I would have been able to do it on my own. So I really appreciate him doing that for me. My daughter was gonna do it, but then she had a better offer to go to Florida with her boyfriend, so she chose that over helping me at the show, which I don't blame her, but I was still kind of sad and disappointed. But the show was great. Did really good. Sold out of quite a few things. Bath bombs were a big hit. North Shore sold out, like I said. Our oatmeal milk and honey soap sold out. And I think there was one other one that sold out, but it was just an exceptional show, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that I can make that a annual event for myself. So I think I learned a lot, and I know what I should bring next time, what I should make, and what everybody's looking for. So I'm gonna up my production of bath bombs, and in specific scents, I'm gonna be making a patchouli orange. I'm gonna be making the oatmeal milk and honey. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my fragrance, kaolin clay, and sodium lactate. Sodium lactate helps to harden the bar. With brambleberry molds that I have, the soap seems to want to stick to it, which is pretty normal, but the sodium lactate helps out a lot with the soap releasing from the mold. So I'm going to get as much of this out of there as I can because I don't want to waste any of that good fragrance oil. So I'm going to go ahead and stick blend this a little bit, bring it to an emulsion or maybe even a light trace, and then get it in the molds. And then, well, I have to add the poppy seeds and the shredded loofah first, but we'll get the stick blender out so I can get that kaolin clay blended in. And there we go. Go ahead and add just a tiny bit of titanium dioxide. I think it's a little darker than I want. This is titanium dioxide mixed with just a little bit of water, so I'm not going to add much at all. And what I found last time with this fragrance is that it does slow down trace a bit. So it might take a little bit of time to bring it up to that light trace or even a thicker trace. With this one, I can get away with because it's only one color, a medium to thick trace. And I actually think I want to go there because I am going to be texturing the bottom as well. So I want it to go a little bit faster than I would any other time. So I'm going to get my shredded loofah and my poppy seeds and add that in here, mix it with the stick blender, and then get them in the molds. Alright, I'm going to get these in the mold, and then I'm going to measure out the rest and do the other 2 layers. I won't make you watch me blend and do all of that. I'll put the camera back on while I add each layer, but I won't make you watch me blend them all. Alright, so I'll get one out, and that one, and then I think the little one, I'm going to take it off the slant because it's going to be samples, and I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to cut them lengthwise. So. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm going to move this out of the way. This is how I'm going to texture the bottom layer. It seems like it's set up enough so that I can do it. I'll try to keep that on the slant for you. So I'm just going to kind of go in and kind of smoosh it down. No rhyme or reason as far as where and how. I just want some texture in there, kind of like the lake bed, seabed. Just kind of smoosh it around. As you can see, it's set up quite nicely to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this also with the other 2 boats. So that's kind of what it looks like on the bottom. So this layer is going to be 3 colors. It'll be the titanium dioxide, blue tide from Mad Micas, and then Snake Island from Mad Micas. I'm going to try and do it as equally as I can, but if it isn't equal, I'm not worried too much about it. Handmade is handmade. It's supposed to be fun and different. We'll go with that. So I'm gonna do this in the pot swirl. Put the marker right in there. That's the Snake Island. And blue tide. Blue tide is my favorite blue. Blue right in there. And then I'm just gonna put titanium dioxide right in here. Should be enough. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. this off the angle, and I'm gonna just go ahead and put my next layer in. And I'm gonna do a little bit on that one, then a little bit in this one, because you saw all the white. That kind of gives the idea of the waves. That and that. That's pretty. Then we'll put the rest in the little one. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. That is so pretty. Look at that. Leave enough room in there for the sky portion. A little bit more in there. Oh, it's so pretty. It smells so good. Just fresh. Ozonic, just smells like the lake, like you're on the North Shore. My favorite place to be is Grand Marais, and it just reminds me so much of that. And that's why I named it the North Shore. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I got that one. All right, so that is layer 2. As you can see, it's a very intricate design, which is, harder to make it, but it is so worth it. Alright, so I'll come back for the next layer. I decided, I think I'm going to put a mica line in here. I'm going to give it a try. I think it needs a little something for a divider. So I've got some blue slushy mica. Just gonna put a little bit of a mica line to divide the sky from the water. You don't want too much, otherwise there's a chance of it not sticking to each other. So that's the little one. Let's get one of the big ones. Last layer. So, and this layer, in case I didn't say, is going to be Aphrodite from Mad Micas. And like I said, that mica went everywhere. And Silverfin Blue from Mad Micas. And I'm also using titanium dioxide. And here's just a reminder of what I'm trying to get to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my rubbing alcohol. Make sure that it is rubbing alcohol. I think that was witch hazel. So I'm going to take my rubbing alcohol and just spray the top, just so that it has kind of like a helping hand of attaching. And go real slow, kind of low, all the way across the soap. Next one. Oops. Look at those colors and the lines. Staying nice and fluid. Doing it low, so it doesn't disturb the bottom layer. Okay. And I will get the little mold. And do the same thing. That one's got way plenty in it. Enough to do a swoopy swoop. I'm just gonna, yeah, perfect. So I'll leave that. I might scoop some of it out, but we'll see. And I'll scoop the rest of them, the rest of this, into the other two bowls or two. Alright, I'm back after cleaning up a little bit. I moved the camera, of course, for a better angle to see. Watch me do the swoopies. I'm gonna just do a test here. I've got a stainless steel spoon here so it doesn't react to soap. And I'm gonna just do swoopies on one side to start with. And then we're gonna try and do exactly the same, but kind of bring it up a little bit and make it fall down. If you can kind of see what I'm doing. Kind of. Hopefully I can get it to do it. So it's kind of set up in the middle. I'm gonna try and do some waves. We'll see if it works. Does it kind of look like a wave? Kinda. We're gonna go with it. And we'll go to the next one. And do little swoopies. Yeah, this one kind of is doing the waves a lot better. And this one the same way. Swoopies. Look a lot better on this one. Maybe it's set up just a hair more. And then, because we don't want samples to look any different, we're gonna, because it cuts this way, we're gonna kind of do little swoopies on both sides like that, because There'll be half bars. Oh yeah, it's set up nice. I can feel it underneath. Always the underneath layer is so dull. There, so it's about half. Try and do some swirlies in there at least. Awesome. I love playing in soap. All right, so I need to stop before I go too far. Let me get a paper towel here so I can set my spoon down. And then, along with the inside, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some poppy seeds in there, just along the side for a little decoration on the top. And we're gonna get the loop off, because you have to have loop on the top if it's on the inside. Kind of shows you what's in there. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little decor. And voila, there is the North Shore. These are the sample bars. Actually, one second. I have notes and I have it sitting here, so I have to do it exactly the same as last time. Gotta have some gold sparkle. Oh yes, that sets it off. Now I'm gonna be full of sparkles. But there is the North Shore. Those are the sample bars. I'm gonna keep going with the other ones. Then I'm gonna let these set up for 24 hours and I'll bring you back for the cut, but I'm gonna get these decorated first. And sparkles. Last one. Sparkles. The North Shore. Come back just after this commercial break and we'll be back for the cut. And for me, it'll be 18 to 24 hours.